Hello and welcome back to the Rogues Gallery. This is Cryptark. It is a space game, but, much better than that other space game I played. So Cryptark has two main modes, a campaign mode and a rogue mode. I'm going to be doing rogue mode because that's the title of the thread, but I might do a video on campaign at some point. The main difference is campaign mode is a game of economy, while rogue mode is a game of scavenging stuff. So when you first start, you get to pick a mech. Additional mechs are unlocked by finding artifacts and levels. I'm going to start with the gunhead, because that is both the default mech and also a pretty damn good mech.
Refracting inbound sensor beams. As long as we're drifting silent, we'll have the same return signature as the rest of this alien debris.
So in Cryptark, our main objective is to raid and scavenge alien ships, and to destroy their central cores. Although that is not as easy as it sounds, as all alien ships have various subsystems, such as a shield system that protects the main core, a drone system that spawns different kinds of drones, an armoring system, which gives enemies extra armor in the level, as well as a few different other systems that we'll get to as we see. So I'm thinking the armoring system is probably the highest priority target, so let's hit that first. Although I will need a key to get in there, which should be just down here.
Key code recovered. System neutralized.
With that done, next we should hit the shield generator that's protecting the core. And while we do that, I could talk a little bit about the gunhead. The gunhead comes with 2 repair kits by default and 4 weapons. First, the machine gun, which I've shown off. Second, a shield, which will protect us from some damage. Third is a melee spike. And fourth is a grenade. Grenades are our heavy hitter. They are what we're going to use to destroy most subsystems, most likely. Like this subsystem up here, which is a drone system. Actually, it's a sentry system. And if I get rid of that, all the turrets in the level will shut down. Although what I really want is that shield system.
Key code recovered. Shield generator.
So now the core is going to be vulnerable. There's also a Leviathan coming for me, which is that big skull on the map. They are spawned by Leviathan generators, and generally you don't want to mess with them. So now that I've gotten the subsystems taken care of, we should check out what we can scavenge. There are a bunch of different supply and repair pods, as well as weapon pods scattered throughout the ships. And in rogue mode, they are very important because they are your main source of ammunition and health throughout the continued levels. This, for example, is a hull repair pod. I'm also going to want to grab these things over here, one of which is a machine gun, and the other is a health kit. And I think I'll replace our shield with a new machine gun. Because shields are terrible. Every single one of them. They engender passivity, and they are bad. the only good shield is a dead shield. And shields are inanimate objects, so they can't be dead. That leaves only one option, and the option is that they're bad.
Key code recovered.
And then there is an energy weapon and a suit upgrade down here, so let's check those out. In general, in the very beginning, the first few levels, you want to scavenge as much as you can. Especially because those levels are easier compared to what you're going to be facing later. So let's go in here, grab this energy pod. It's a laser, which is not great, but we'll replace our spike with it. And a suit upgrade over here, which is a sensor suite, which will probably come in handy later. So all that done, let's take care of this core, shall we? Just a few grenades should do it.
Cortex core system neutralized.
And that's the first level. Not too bad. So let's check our map again. Looks like we got a repair system over here and a backup system, which is going to be problematic. As you might guess, backup systems will take over the function of the last system you took over. So once I hit this repair system and destroy it, the backup system is then going to try and repair it. So the goal, of course, is to hit the repair system, then as quickly as possible kill the backup. Of course, I might need a key first. Looks like there's one up there.
Alarm triggered.
Actually, you know what? Why don't we hit that backup system first? That seems like a good idea. Let's leave the repair system alone for now. A good rule of thumb is if you ever trigger an alarm, just leave. There's nothing that forces you to fight enemies. Hit and run strikes are actually far more effective in this game than almost anything else. Laser's putting in some hard work. The laser is actually a pretty good weapon. Energy weapons in general are very good, because as I may have mentioned, when you proceed through levels, you do not get health or armor back. So ammunition is more or less your god in rogue mode. And when you get it, you should worship it accordingly. Now, energy weapons recharge on their own, so you never really have to worry about ammo. You will run out if you just spam your energy weapons, but they recover in a matter of seconds, which makes them super useful. And if you can get one, you should probably always be rolling with one. Losing track of where I'm going.
Key code recovered. Failsafe system neutralized.
So notice there's a countdown near the failsafe. That is how long until the repair system will repair it. So my next objective is to get the repair system as soon as possible and take it out. Which I should have just enough time to do.
Neutralized.
Alright, so that'll give me a bit of breathing room. While I'm here, I should probably hit that shield generator. Looks like I'm pretty good on ammo for everything. The trench gun is also a pretty bad weapon, so I'm not going to bother with it. The canister cannon is a bit better, but I'm still going to pass for now.
Shield generator system
I could also use some
neutralized.
healing. And it looks like there's a repair station up here. And this is a suit upgrade, but that's hazard coding, and it's not worth going through all those enemies to get it. So I'm thinking...
Alarm triggered.
I'm thinking I'll get out of here. Discretion, always the better part of valor.
Key code recovered.
Dishonor before death.
Hull repaired.
I've got just enough grenades to make quick work of this guy.
Alarm triggered. Grenade ammunition depleted.
Well, not as quick as I thought. That was kind of a shit show, but I made it through it. So you might wonder, is there a point to taking out all of the subsystems? And the answer is no, not really. The only thing you should really focus on are A, repair systems, B, shield systems, and then you're pretty much good to go for the core. After doing a bit of scavenging, of course. Alright, we're gonna go in from the right. I'll be able to grab a suit upgrade and another machine gun. Strangely enough, the main reason I wanted to play rogue mode is because if I play campaign mode, I would just be strapping 2 machine guns to my mech and never using anything else. Because machine guns are a very good baseline weapon. But rogue mode kind of forces you to improvise a lot. For instance, in campaign mode I would never take an energy weapon because I have enough ammo to use actual good weapons. So we got a smart gun. Smart guns are not as smart as they say. They tend to have issues with aiming. Sadly, I'm out of explosives.
Shield generator system neutralized.
And I forgot about the repair system, but that's an easy fix.
Repair system neutralized. Hull repaired.
Oh, there's 2 repair systems. That's not the best. Might as well go for that.
Alarm system neutralized.
Or not? I could have sworn that was a repair system. Oh, whatever. There's a grenade up here, so I'm gonna grab that. Remote cluster grenade. I will... Let's move some stuff around here. And let's try out our new friend, the cluster grenade.
Alarm triggered. Alarm triggered.
Yeah, that'll do. Took more damage than I'd like, but I should be able to fix that relatively easily. Like I said, I care more about ammunition than health. In fact, there's a health station right up here. So let's go hit that first. This ship has a shuffle system in it, which is going to make life hell, basically. Every few seconds it will shuffle all the systems in the ship and make trying to get to anything just a pain in the ass. I will, however, persevere. One thing I wanted to mention that has already been shown off is that Cryptark is different from a lot of roguelites in that it gives you a lot of information. Most roguelites I've played rely on surprising the player with random layouts and random enemies, which Cryptark does have, but Cryptark also gives you a map and tells you exactly where every system in a ship is, which is kind of interesting. It allows you to plan your routes and decide how you want to tackle a ship, even though ships are randomly generated and things inside can get kind of hectic, even though you know what's there. Overall, I think it's a pretty interesting design choice and not one that I've seen in other games so far. guided rocket is more trouble than it's really worth.
Security systems shuffled.
Oh nice, the shuffler just decided to pop up right in front of me. That's handy.
Shuffle system neutralized.
This is not handy. I need to kill this guy and get out of here. I should also probably get that repair system. Interesting note, if you're in space, things can't hurt you. Unless it's an anti-aircraft gun. But once you go inside, you're vulnerable again.
Repair system neutralized. Hull repaired.
Thankfully, there's a steady stream of hull repairs. That I want. Quality ammunition is an upgrade you should always go out of your way to get, because it just makes your bullets stronger. And nothing's better than stronger bullets. You can also have an infinite number of suit upgrades at the same time. So there's no reason you shouldn't go out of your way to collect more. I also just noticed this system, or this ship, has 2 cores. Which is fairly rare to happen in rogue mode. But I suppose, since this one is nearby, I should go kill it. Something I haven't mentioned. If you look at the bottom right minimap when I'm firing a gun, you'll see a white circle around me. That is noise. All weapons, well, most weapons make a certain amount of noise, and noise will draw enemies to you. If I were to fire 2 weapons at once, I'd make twice as much noise, 3 weapons, 3 times as much, so on and so forth. There are certain stealth weapons and stealth mechs that will mitigate noise. Most of the time they're more trouble than they're worth, though.
Key code recovered.
This might suck. This might go real bad. No, it's fine. This is a mine rack. Mine rack is okay, but I have a better weapon, a better grenade, so I'm going to skip it.
System neutralized. Hull repaired.
Alright, so it looks like the path to the core is clear. So why don't we go up there? I will have to kill this Leviathan. But apparently that wasn't so hard. So projector weapons are things like flamethrowers or slime projectors. Slime will stick to enemies and damage them over time. I don't really need it, although I suppose for the sake of showing stuff off. Let's drop the chain gun and pick up the slime. It's underwhelming. And with that, we reach the Cryptark, the mothership. It always has a jammer system. And as you might guess, jammer systems prevent you from marking waypoints or seeing anything. It also has 2 Cortex cores, which will be next to each other, and 2 repair systems. So this is going to be a giant pain in the ass to do. Looks like one repair system might be pretty easy to get to. I don't see the other one. So let's go down here first.
Key code recovered.
And once we blow this guy up, we're going to find out where the next repair system is real quick.
System neutralized.
Way up there. Hey, there's also an artifact here. I might come back and grab that later. I've unlocked all the mechs, but I can still unlock cosmetic stuff for them. But I think the best bet is going to be trying to get to the next repair system from outside. Man, I am not a fan of this layout. I am, however, in a pretty good position considering, well, my machine gun ammo is kind of low, as are my grenades. I changed my mind. My position is not as good as I thought it was. It could be much better. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to make it to that repair station. Looks like in here might be my best bet.
Repair.
Oh, I didn't
System
quite make
repaired.
it. I did at least find out where it is. That's not super helpful, though.
Repair. System neutralized.
There is one other thing I can do,
Triggered.
which is run away very far.
Hull repaired.
This wasn't option number one, but there is another trick where if you destroy another subsystem, the repair system will move to that instead and try to repair it. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm also going to want to go for that health up there, although I don't know if I'm going to make it. Especially not if I just crash into mines.
Grenade ammunition depleted. Hull critical.
We're going to call that a lost cause. Need keys for that. These are, however, some nice new machine guns. And since we're here, let's blow up another system.
Flak system neutralized.
These giant nuclear clouds, by the way, those happen because there is a nuclear destruct system somewhere. If I were to destroy that, I would stop seeing all these big explosion clouds, which would kind of be nice, but not necessary.
Recovered. Alarm triggered. Shield generator system neutralized.
Alright, I'm really hurting for some health here.
Hull critical.
That's a start, but it's not a great start. We still got one shield around the core. And mines that I've just decided to run into.
Sentry control system neutralized.
I would like to go right, but that's not a thing that's happening. Ooh. This cannon is pretty neat. Let me show it off a bit. It tends to destroy things.
Nuclear defense system neutralized.
Also, I'm being a bit more quiet because I don't want to die. I've worked quite hard to get here, and I would like to survive. That would be cool. Hazard coating will protect us from slime.
Key code recovered. Alarm system neutralized.
Well, time to go. Could have sworn that was a door. That would have been helpful. But I only need to hit the shield system and not get killed by this anti-aircraft gun here. Alright, I took that generator out, so I don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
Shield generator system neutralized.
So I should be good to hit the core. And I can probably tackle it from up top. Although I could go get that repair system. Either way, we're going to space. Not quite. I've also run out of super weapon ammo.
Hull critical. Repair system neutralized.
Alright, that was probably not necessary, but I feel better that it happened. For some reason I never got the jammer, which would have been real helpful. But hey, you can't win them all. Oh, it's right there. I can see it. EMP grenades, not the best, but I'll take what I can get at this point. Those are the main cores. I will get them as soon as I get this health back up here.
Hull repaired.
Just in case anything goes catastrophically wrong. That's one.
Core system neutralized.
And this will be the fun part.
Alarm triggered. Alarm triggered. Alarm triggered.
And that's it!
Look at that sucker pup! The Cryptark.
I didn't actually grab the artifact. I completely forgot about it. But oh well. I can always come back later.
Pioneer is in the clear.
So that was Rogue Mode. It is, I feel, a lot more challenging than Campaign. With certain exceptions, some Campaign mode challenges are really absurd. Still though, I found Rogue Mode to be much harder. But there you go, I killed 355 dudes. But it's definitely not genocide, because they're aliens, and that makes it okay, and I'm a good person. I'm a good person!